Hey Nick, just saw your post. I've been reviewing here and had a buddy that has done a lot of our funnels look at the funnel as well. So anyway, I've got a little bit of feedback. I've got the video here. One of the thoughts we had is that these slams, the audio needs to be boosted on those if we can, to make those painful. So right now they're kind of they're almost melodic, right? They're going to the rhythm, but it's not really painful. You want that slam that, you know, Dad hears upstairs and it's like, oh my gosh, so frustrating, right? So doing that, I think we ought to start the video with this little snip right here, where it closes silently. So that little 2-second snippet right there, boom, shows very first, and then it goes into the doors slamming. So you've already shown they've clicked on the ad, they're interested in that first split second. You have that, oh, that is so gratifying, right? That door closes quietly, and then it goes into the problem, the slamming. I know you're not looking to redo a video, but one of the other pieces that if we do a new video, I think you add one where, so these are just slamming. Now if you add one where you've got a hand kind of trying to close this door slowly, and then you hear it click, and then you hear the audio of the baby waking up, that hits those two pain points, right? A slamming door. You could also have a kid trying to get into a room that can't reach, and so they're slamming their shoulder into a door or whatnot. That's painful to listen to as well. Can't reach the handle, so they're hitting the door, versus the next frame where you would show a Latchy Catchy on it, and that same kid can come up and just push that door right open. So probably room for a new video. Obviously we're working with what we have. I think a change you could make probably with the footage we already have is putting this section first, just the first 2 seconds, so they have that resolution up front, and then it plays again at the end. You kind of come full circle. So that's some feedback on the ad. Obviously this is kind of screams, viral, shareable. These are things that people are sharing and whatnot. On the funnel itself, feedback that we got is that this purchase section here needs to be in this first fold, so you don't have to scroll down to place your order. So a couple things that could happen. Logo could squeeze up here. This information, less important, could all be smaller, or even at the bottom of the page. This Latchy Catchy could be on this graphic. So this whole section could squeeze up and get smaller, so that the purchase frame is on this first fold, so I don't have to scroll down to it. This piece here is kind of redundant, so it says it here, buy 2 get 3 free, Black Friday special, buy 2 get 3 free. Could be simplified. I think that's a little redundant, and it's pushing to 2 lines, so it doesn't read really well. It's kind of wordy there, especially where it's right above the three deals here. One thought we had is change this from 5 units to 5 doors, or what the value is, 5 doors, 5 gifts, something like that. Also, when I click on the designs, that went quickly. Let's see if it's loading fast right now. Maybe it's because I've clicked on them all at this point. First time I loaded it, it did this. Let's see. See that? How Quiet Cupid just took 3 seconds to load. Let's see if another one does that. Mix and match. I click, and then it takes a bit to load. There it goes. So that took 3 or 4 seconds to load. If someone is looking through here and they click on it and nothing happens, they might get impatient and move away before it actually changes like that. See that delay. I think my only other feedback is that I don't love all these images, but until we have that photo shoot done, obviously these are we have to use what we have. So I think when we have a photo shoot and new images, I don't like that you've got one here that's 3 different images and then 6. I think they should all be just like this, or I think this is the closest we have to. I think what we want is still not quite there, but anyway. So thoughts there. Obviously the new video would be there, and yeah, I think that's my beginning feedback. This is Hotjar, is a service you might be familiar with, but I thought, hey, as we're just starting out, so Hotjar creates heat maps of customer interaction with your page. So you can sign up for a trial, you know, in the first week that you launch this. And what it does is it shows, you get to see basically a screen recording of how customers interact with the page. You can see how long they stay right here, how quickly they scroll down, how many options they look at, and then you can, you have freeze frames where you can see where they spent most of the time with their mouse. Anyway, Hotjar is something to look at, that we used with a couple of our funnels to kind of hone in on what was working and what wasn't. But that would be my initial feedback. Let me know if you have any other thoughts, or if any of that didn't make sense.